final one for me, and then if y'all got anything to add it, this one's actually, I think it's a good overreaction.
No, I got a good one. I got a good one. I'm full delusion on mine.
I'm looking forward to that one. This one I think is a good one for Bears fans and Commanders fans. We are overreaction. We are watching the next Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning with Caleb Williams and Jayden Daniels. We keep hearing all these conversations. Who's better? Who's better? Who said there can't be two great quarterbacks? Who said we're not watching a generational battle between these dudes that's going to start in a couple weeks in Landover, Maryland, in the worst stadium in the NFL? Who says that both teams? Who says that the Commanders ain't got that guy? Who said that we ain't got that guy? Who said this won't be the NFC Championship game in 2-3 years? Maybe we are watching the beginning of a budding rivalry. And if anybody remembers that, I know there's a lot of kids out there who don't remember that right. It's two parts of the rivalry. There's the first part of the rivalry where Brady and them was getting up in Manning. You know, I remember that cold AFC Championship game where Peyton Manning threw 3 picks to Ty Law. 3. And I remember Teddy Bruschi walking around thinking he Brian Urlacher, talking about they can't beat us. I don't care how good he is. Like, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what we're watching. We arguing with each other about it. Maybe we're watching the beginning of a rivalry here where both of these guys are fighting for the NFC Championship, fighting for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Maybe that's what we're watching. I think from the progression we've seen from Jayden, I don't care if he's doing it against bum teams. He's looking well. You know what I'm saying? He said Daniels, Brady, and we don't know that. We're putting too much dip on. I think Caleb is Tom Brady. And who knows? Maybe that's what I think. Bang, am I tripping? Am I?
No, I wouldn't use Men and Brady yet. Like, a nigga got to win some shit. But definitely, I mean, if we, matter of fact, I'll give you one right here. If we talking about two quarterbacks who might be cold, but they ain't win shit yet, this might be goddamn Dan Marino versus Jim Kelly. I'll put him in that shit.
Okay.
Them niggas ain't won shit, all right? So I don't want to put way too much dip on a motherfucking chip. But if we want to put it in its proper perspective, I'll put Dan Marino versus Jim Kelly, except they ain't in the same division. Look, two young QBs that's out here getting it and everything, and it looks like they're going to have a great future in this league. But I don't want to put anything revolving around somebody who's won a Super Bowl yet with these two. But two quarterbacks who definitely did their thing in the NFL and in their own right are icons and legends in the sport is Dan Marino. Dan Marino might be the greatest quarterback of all time, the best thrower of the football. And the only reason why he's not talked about with other people is because he didn't win a ring. He went to one Super Bowl and that was pretty, and lost it to Joe Montana. And that was like in his second season.
That launched Montana. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'll put that in that perspective, but we got two young quarterbacks who I think is going to be around for a long time, and I'm excited. Plus, a very underrated part about this too, and shouts out to one of my OGs out there in DC, Doc Walker, former member of the Washington Redskins, a part of the Hogs and all of that stuff. Low-key, Chicago and Washington is a rivalry in the 80s.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
That is 100%. Doc could come to my office, Chicago, Chi-Town. Hate them Bears. Anytime we played them, we wanted to give it to them. Matter of fact, if I can remember this correctly, OG mine, Walter Payton's last game as a Chicago Bear is a playoff loss to the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
The team of the 80s was supposed to be the Bears. Washington could have been the team of the 80s because they got two titles and 3 Super Bowl appearances, I believe it was, in the 80s. It turns out to be the San Francisco 49ers. But that team, those two teams right there, when they play each other, they don't like each other. Bring it back to the 80s, Jack.
There we go. Dante, what you think, man? Are we wilding?
No. I think it's really more than anything. We are thirsty for that next great quarterback matchup. Like we lived on these matchups, dog. Like I remember,
we're thirsty to be a part of it.
That goes without saying, but it's in terms of like having two great quarterbacks in the same division that we look forward to those matchups. So it's like, okay, no, they finna go at it. they really finna get it in. Like I remember those Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning AFC championships. Like that was must see TV. Like you cleared out your Sunday afternoon because we about to watch Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Like,
Shane, you're wrong.
Huh?
Shane said the NFC never had a Tom and Peyton type of rivalry. Shit.
Who was that? Who was in the NFC?
Oh, shit. Troy Aikman versus Steve Young.
Yeah.
Troy Aikman versus Brett Favre. That's at one point. Phil Simms versus Joe Montana was at some point. Shit.
Yeah, but no, I think it has the potential to be there. It's still early. But the potential is there.
So cool. Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not